So the giggle is over now. We are beyond the 60th anniversary specials, and as they came to a close, as the 15th Doctor danced across his TARDIS, with his wonderful new theme by Murray Gold blaring away, we got the words "Destination Christmas." Doctor Who is back on Christmas days again. It's something we expected as soon as Russell took over. But
It's
it's
lovely.
wonderful, yeah, to nevertheless have that again, that Christmas treat. And it's not long away now.
No,
I mean,
it's soon be here.
yeah, as we record this, it is just over 2 weeks away from Christmas Day. And when this goes out, it'll be less than 2 weeks, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is now what we have to look forward to. You know, we're beyond the 14th Doctor. We're
Weird.
leaving Tennant and Tate behind. And now marketing is going to go full on Ncuti Gatwa, starting with the church on Ruby Road. Something that leaked a while ago.
Yeah,
And
sadly.
then again through Disney with their Christmas marketing. But you know, the BBC lasted a punch, unveiled it, gave us a few details about it, and since then we've been getting pictures galore.
Mhm.
You know, a trailer now, of course, following on from the end of the Giggle,
And a
and
time slot,
Mm.
5 to 6.
yeah, so an early one, but often away with Christmas ones, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not. I think the earliest Christmas special was the Snowmen, which I think was 5:15.
Hmm. Which does feel a bit odd because that's one of the more horror-based ones,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You know, you expect something like that to be a little bit later. But no, nevertheless, you know, this is going to be one of those episodes that gets a lot of eyes on it because it's Christmas Day. What else are you going to do? Loads of people are going to have it on either as background telly or there to watch it, or maybe starting off as background telly. And then, you know, slowly they'll get drawn in. We can only hope.
And I think that it's such a clever way to have a Doctor's first adventure on Christmas when everybody's going to be around the telly. I think that it's a genius thing.
But at the same time, it's not going to be a typical post-regeneration story,
Yeah.
or even post-regeneration story by the looks of it. You know, it looks like from the way the Giggle left off, we're beyond that, we're leaving that behind, and we're going to start similar to Star Beast did, with a fully formed new Doctor. And I think that's the right decision.
Yes.
Particularly, it removes that baggage. It
Especially
does
with
make it,
Disney.
yeah, it makes it more like Rose was, where it
Yeah.
will get to be this fresh start. And presumably, because it's Russell writing it, it'll be done through the eyes of Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson, who I'm very excited to meet, maybe more so than Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor at this point, who I'm also very excited for. Love the little bits we got so far. He feels so right as the Doctor to me already from the brief little bits we have seen.
Yeah.
He's a very Russell style Doctor, you know, that youthful energy, but at the same time feeling very different from Tennant and Eccleston. And so, yeah, I love that. Ncuti Gatwa just feels like perfect casting for this role. But at the same time, Millie Gibson, I'm loving everything I'm seeing with her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to know Ruby a bit more and to see this dynamic because the two actors seem to get along so well from what we see behind the scenes of them.
I love Shooty's quote about Millie.
What's he said?
Basically, when they were like auditioning, it was like, if we were at school together, we would have caused some serious trouble.
Oh, that is brilliant. And I mean, she sort of described them as two girls gossiping as a little clique of their own, which I think is wonderful because, you know, that's when the Doctor Companion dynamic has been at its strongest, when you do have these two best friends like Tennant and Tate or Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen. You know, something about that seems to have clicked with those two off screen.
I
And
think that's
so,
right, when there's a blurring between character and performer.
yeah. And it does look like from the little we have seen that will translate on screen as well. So I am excited to meet them both as individuals and as a duo as well, these two characters. Yeah. That's probably one of the things I'm most excited for with this special and going forward into the new season 1, as it will be called. Yeah. But we've also got goblins here as well, and a mist. You're less sold on the goblins, aren't you?
See, I love Doctor Who doing folklore and that. I love it. But the bits I've seen, God, I thought the song for 50th was bad, but the little snippet, I mean, the time this goes out, the Goblin song will be out.
Yeah, it will. We've only heard the little preview they put on Doctor Who Unleashed.
Yeah, and I thought the song for 50th was god awful. I know it's Panto season, but oh God, I am worried. I am worried, but I'm looking forward to Ncuti and Millie.
Yeah, I do wonder how that will play into the episode and exactly what tone Russell is going for there. But again, with this new Doctor having a lust for life again, an adventure, I love the shots of him in the nightclub, just being very free. And again, we've had the whole discussion of binary, non-binary.
Yeah,
I love the sort of shaking off of those.
It's a sort of gender fluid thing with, I think, Ncuti.
Yeah, that seems to be, just unashamed to be the Doctor and who he is, really. And, I think that's never felt more true than what we're getting here from those brief little snippets. And so, can't wait to see that all play out. We've also got a new Sonic. What do you think?
It's very toy-etic. I think it'll be a great toy.
It's got lots of little things to fidget with, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a fidget spinner meets TV remote, and it reminds me of the Sarah Jane Adventure sort of alien communicator she had.
Oh yeah,
in that sort of shape. I think, I get that it's sort of the modernization of the sonic screwdriver, but it just seems such a shock, because I loved 14 Sonic, and I almost was hoping 15 would go without a Sonic.
Oh. I mean, it certainly does feel very different from any other Sonic we've had. But after that initial shock of it, I'm actually coming around on it. Like, I like the more Swiss Army Sonic, isn't it? But more literally this time. It actually has those different compartments that flip out and such. And I love the fact that it's got that Rwandan proverb.
Yeah, I love that.
Written in Gallifreyan on there. The sharpness of the tongue defeats the sharpness of the warrior.
Which is the Doctor.
It's so perfect that it's taken from Ncuti himself, from his heritage, but also perfectly translates to the Doctor. And again, just makes him feel so right for this role. And I think we're very lucky to have him as the new lead of our wonderful little show, which is getting bigger all the time. And it seems like the plan is for this to really take it to new heights. So,
well, I think with the trailer you can see the Disneyfication of Doctor Who. It feels very whimsical in the trailer. It feels very sort of CBC meets Disney, I'd say.
But at the same time, you do sort of have a cold, Christmassy grit to it with a lot of the other stuff we see, like the nightclubs and stuff. Like, that feels much more adult than we've had from Doctor Who before. Like, not to use the class quote of feeling very now and stuff, and very, young and fresh or whatever, but again, it does feel like something we haven't seen Doctor Who really do before, especially in, like, comfortably in. Like, obviously we have the Inferno from 1966 with the War Machines, but it's not exactly like the Doctor's there to get involved in that scene. Where is it? Especially the fact that he's just there on his own, and it looks like that's where he runs into Ruby Sunday for the first time.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. And it seems like we've got those pictures of the churchyard as well.
Yes,
I mean that all looks beautiful. We've even had a little bit of footage from the BBC Christmas trailers. Yeah, I think there's a lot more to this episode than we're seeing than just the goblin stuff. So, on the whole, I'm excited for what's to come. I think that's all we know about at the moment. Like we say, we do have the whole goblin song. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, Ruby's in a band.
Oh, there we go. She's got a mother and a grandmother, or presumably adopted mother, and
from the league.
There you go. Yeah,
Davina McCall's in it.
Well, I mean, not just the leak, but also the fact that it's said outright that she was found on the church and stuff. And I mean, again, that's tying into the Timeless Child connection, presumably, with the Doctor also being an orphan.
And then Mel's going to be part of that because
Yeah, she's now an orphan. Not that she ever wasn't per se, because there was never any mention of family anyway, because Classic Who didn't really do that. But
they're going to be the orphan trio.
Yep. I mean, throw one more and then you've got an orphan quartet. You got Diary of River Song series 12 all over again.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's all we know so far. It's nice to have Doctor Who back on Christmas Day. The start of a brand new era.
I'm so excited to see what Ncuti and Millie both have to offer us with this new dynamic. That is definitely the main thing that I'm looking forward to seeing here.
Yeah, not the Goblin song.
And I think also just generally a taste of what Russell's doing in future, because obviously the 60th wasn't exactly a 2008 all over again feel, but it was something special. It was something unique, and it did have those callbacks there as well. Whereas this is very much our taste proper of what Doctor Who will be going forward.
Of 2020 Doctor Who.
I mean, 2024 by the time season 1 comes out. So
the mid-2020s.
Yeah, crazy. Time's going so fast.
Oh, yeah.
But if you've enjoyed, if this video has flown past because you've been enjoying it so much, then please feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We've got lots more to come. We'll be reviewing The Church on Ruby Road come Christmas time, along with so many other videos as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Yeah, very much so. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.